Mr. Smith, it doesn't appear that Ashley Hill is going to join us today.
That's unfortunate. It was a control date. She appeared for the creditor exam, Your Honor. You've given her some time to produce certain documents. She failed to produce those documents and appear today. I suppose a motion to show cause would be appropriate at this time.
Okay, that will issue. You can send it in when you get a chance.
Okay, we'll send that in. We'll do that like with 9-day mailing.
Yes.
Okay, brilliant. Thanks for the help. We'll get that prepared.
Thank you. Have a good one.
You as well.
On the record in the matter of First Financial Bank USA versus Nicholas Bays, file number 21-01611 GCE. Can I have your appearance, please?
Yes, good afternoon, Your Honor. Abby Godowski Demaray, P81966 on behalf of plaintiff.
Thank you. And Mr. Bays, you're proceeding without counsel today, correct?
Yes.
It was the date that was reset for a hearing to address the objections that was filed by Mr. Bays. When we were here before, there was indication by Mr. Bays that he had made, or he believed to have satisfactorily made payments consistent with a settlement agreement. The attorney that appeared before indicated that one of the payments, or at least one of the payments, was sent back with the indication that they were unable to locate the account. This matter was adjourned so that the plaintiff could provide some information regarding that.
Right, so I'm not sure if the court should have received our response to the objection. I did speak with defendant. He confirmed he didn't get it yet. Do you know if the court received our response yet?
Yeah, yes, we received it on the 14th.
Okay, great. So the payment, sorry, just a second. The payment that was dated September 24th, that was returned with a wrong account number. And we included a confirmation from our payment processing system, HealPay. And then there was another payment, October 12th, that we received. That was a physical check, so we did get that. And then there was another check, apparently, that we didn't receive at all. So there's just limited amount of information we have in order to research it. The defendant has provided, payment confirmations, but it doesn't mean that the payment went through or information was entered correctly. That's just an initial confirmation that a payment was submitted. If the court prefers, we can continue to, I can see what else we can do as far as looking for this other payment, but as far as I can see, we've only received 2.
Okay, so what he submitted was that he made a payment on August 24th, which I think is not in dispute. That's correct?
That's correct.
Okay, the records also that he submitted indicate he made a payment on September 23rd. That's the one that your client says was sent back. Then I have a receipt or a final confirmation for September 29th.
Right, and we don't have a record of that being posted and then reversed, so that's probably the biggest question we have, is to try to locate, that payment, and if it cleared. I would think defendant would have received an email with a confirmation number.
Well, he did show or attached a final confirmation of the payment being made September 29th, 7:37 p.m. And then it looks like he attached where that transaction amount came out of his bank account. It's like post date of October 8th. Is that accurate, Mr. Bays?
Yes.
I believe that is the cashier's check that came out of his bank. I'm assuming because
Okay, so
that
October 8th is the cashier's check. Okay.
right.
Okay. But you don't have any record of where the September 29th payment would have been returned?
No, I can get with our accounting department, see if we can locate that. But I guess even if we are able to figure out what happened, there's still the other September payment that was for sure reversed and did not go through.
Okay, and Mr. Bays, I do have here records in their objections that they filed past or after our last hearing. This one, the court received July 14th. They did show a record, at least where they noted that it was returned, account unable to locate. And that was on the 23rd of September 2021. Do you have a bank record showing where it came out of your account?
I can look, but I sent everything to Meta Law.
Well, you didn't send one to me. I want to see a bank record where that amount was taken out of your account after you made the payment and not sent back.
I can look, because I made all my payments to Shemetta, but not for First Financial. But like I said, I can look and pull that.
Okay. Okay, so it looks like Shemetta wants to look and see about the 929 payment and see if that was sent back. And then it sounds like you're gonna have to get me some records to show me where, although they have a record that they sent the payment from 924 back, that your records reflect that it was not sent back. So you're gonna have to show me something if you're saying that it wasn't sent back.
Like I said, Your Honor, I made all my payments to Shemetta. They did send it, not First Financial. If they did send anything back, I never got a notice from the bank. I didn't get a notice from them.
It would be in your bank account though. It was an electronic payment, so it was sent back, it would have went back to your bank account.
I've been only paying Shemetta, not First Financial.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't think that's in question here.
Right, the money would still be in your bank account. I need you to show me a transaction where that money was withdrawn and that it was not put back in.
Okay. I do have another thing though. The garnishment paper that I got in, they said that it was wrote on 8/16 of 2021, but my payments didn't start until 8/23 of 2021, and I think that's when this garnishment went into effect.
Your question is about the garnishment at this point?
Yeah.
Is that correct?
Yeah, why was it filed before my payments had started?
There was a default. So you had a default judgment, it looks like here on 8/2/2021, correct?
Yeah, but my payments didn't start until 08/23 of 2021. That's the letter I had gotten in the mail. But this other paper was filed, they had filed the garnishment 4 days before my payments had started.
The request and writ for garnishment that I have in the file says it was filed in 2022.
The piece of mail in here has it at 8/16 of 2021 for $3,246.76.
Yeah, I don't see a garnishment in my file for that date. Again, I have that there was a default judgment that was entered back in August 2021. You would have received notice of that. And then the next document that was in the file was a request and writ for periodic garnishment. And that was filed in May 19th or issued May 19, 2022.
Okay.
Were you garnished? Were you garnished before then?
No, they started, I can't remember. I think it's beginning of the
Looks like it
last
was
week.
July or
Yeah,
June.
the last week of June.
Yeah, it looks like the garnishments that I have, at least it looks like you sent this to the clerk's office. The garnishments didn't start until after the date I have, which was June 2022. So I'm not sure what garnishment you're looking at, but they didn't have a garnishment signed by this court on this file for that date. Nonetheless, not necessarily germane to the issue at hand, which is that we need to figure out what happened with this 9/24 payment. You said you sent it, they said it went back to you, or they didn't receive it because your account was unable to be located. And so now the onus is on you to show me otherwise. Otherwise, I'm going to have to rely on what they're stating at this point. The other thing is, Mr. Morris, is that he requested phone calls.
Right. That's not something we typically release. I mean, if the court orders it, then obviously that's a different story. But yeah, I mean, we have documented notes of things, but I don't think it's really necessary to come to a decision
Well,
on.
I made the determination about whether or not it was necessary. I ordered it because there was a dispute as to whether or not you all even spoke. There was the representative here last time said that he called when the payment was sent back, and he said he never spoke to anybody. And so
Okay.
if you have a policy of having a recorded phone call, I'm sure it's for a reason. I ordered it to be turned over.
Okay. Just, I don't know if I should call somebody else, but how should that be submitted? The audio file?
Whichever way is easier for you, you could submit it to him electronically. I don't know if he provided an email address for you all to exchange this information. But if not, he should at this time.
I'm just trying to figure out a secure way to just, we have certain, yeah, okay. Yeah, if you could, Mr. Bays, provide an email address for us, you know, if you want to go in a separate room, that's fine.
You all are already in a breakout room, so you can go back in there and exchange your information privately. You're in room 1.
Okay.
I do have a quick question. My wife told me that account that the money supposedly got sent back into, I do know I closed that account. So I don't know how they would, like I said, no one ever contacted the money that got sent back, because I did close the account and I did open up another one with my wife. We did a joint account. And my other thing I had to ask is, were we supposed to stop the garnishment last Monday when we had spoken, just until this got figured out?
That's correct. That was the last question. The first question, though, that's up to you to figure out how you're going to get those records. I'm not here to tell you or to tell plaintiff's counsel how to get your records and send them to each other. I'm just saying that you need to get them.
No, I understand. But they did garnish my wages again last Friday, after we had spoken and said that they were supposed to be stopped until this got figured out.
The garnishments were supposed to have stopped until this matter was resolved. I can issue another order on whatever was withheld, that it will hold it until we have a resolution on this.
Thank you. And so what is the end agreement? What am I supposed to do with the other payment?
What other payment?
If the one that they didn't receive?
You said that your records reflect that they should have received it. So you're supposed to be providing me some documentation that it was in fact sent to them and not returned back to you, which is what they're saying.
Okay.
That they never received it and that it would have gone back to you or never left your account, I should say.
Okay.
So you all could go into the private meeting room. If you go back to breakout rooms, you should see that you're both in room 1.
Okay. Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. No problem.
Thank you, Your Honor. I don't know what we're done.
I don't see the plaintiff's attorney. Is she supposed to be returning? Oh, it looks like she left.
Yeah, she did leave.
Okay, well then you're all set. We didn't give you a next court date though, so I don't know why she left. Let me give you a next court date.
Okay.
I might have to just add one. Did you want it next week? Yeah, that's fine.
We're gonna stop with that mission, come back to court.
If I'm not able to locate this return payment from the bank, if they can't pull up anything from the records, what should I go through them next, or should we do another court hearing?
Should you go through whom next?
Speak with just the lady from First Financial, or come back for another court hearing?
Well, we're having another court hearing anyways. I'm gonna give you the date now.
Okay.
And because you're supposed to provide that information to me, you should be able to, even though you closed the account, they still have bank statements that would have been sent to you or should be available to you.
Okay.
So if you don't have a copy of those statements in your email, because some people get their bank statements electronically, you would want to contact the bank ASAP to see if you can get a copy of that statement
Okay.
for that time frame. The other thing is, and I don't know that First Financial would have anything else that could assist you, but I guess you could contact them. But First Financial and Shermetta Law appears to be one and the same when it comes to these records. But you should do whatever your due diligence is to make sure you are checking both with First Financial and Shermetta. If you believe you sent First Financial a payment and maybe they didn't communicate that to First Financial. I mean, you sent for financial as payment and maybe they didn't communicate to Shermetta, which is highly unlikely, but I guess it's possible. You should probably contact them. Oh, sorry. July 28th, that's it. I'm gonna set it for July 28th at 10.
I got it.
That's a Thursday.
You have court. You can't do that.
Okay, you're all set, sir.
Wait, I'm sorry, can we do later than 10?
Do we have any names? We can
You can't just.
do like one.
I'm gonna be at work and I don't know if I'm gonna get out too early.
We can do 1:30.
1:30? Is that the latest you guys can do?
Yes.
Okay, that's fine.
Oh, you said what? This one, John, we got 3. Okay, so we'll do July 28th at 1:30. We'll send a copy to plaintiff's attorney so they can appear.
Okay, thank you, Your Honor.
All right, thank you.